Hey everybody, it's Trisha, and today is the 16th of July. Most of my videos are kind of on the comedic side, but I'm really not in the mood to laugh. There's something that I've been going through, like, for a good bit of my life, and I've noticed that a lot of people have posted videos talking about their disorder, which, sad to say, I have it as well. And I wanted to just talk about it. There's going to be a couple series of videos since the YouTube limit is like 10 minutes now, upload time, so I'm going to have to do it in different parts. But first off, I'm going to kind of start out with my story, like how it all began. I can't really say that marijuana started it. The first time I ever experienced it, I was probably about 7 or 8, and I had my tonsils taken out. And one time I was with my cousin at her family's, like, cabin, and I was sitting there and I didn't feel like I existed. But within, like, 5 minutes of that feeling, like, after 5 minutes of feeling that way, it went away. And I just thought it was really weird, and it scared me. And then it really, like, I say that it truly happened, that it didn't go away, was I was 13. Like most people that I've talked about it, I smoked weed. And after that, I felt like I was still high. And, but anyways, I don't want to get rambling on about, like, how I feel. I'll explain that in another video. But, how it started was, like, smoking weed, and I was at school, and I was at the cafeteria, and I was talking to my friends, and, like, in an instant, I kind of forgot who I was and even where I was at. And it all came back to me, like, you're Trisha, you're at school, unfortunately, and you're in the cafeteria talking to your friends. And I just felt like I wasn't there. I felt like I didn't exist. I just felt fucked up, and I just let my tray sit there, and I walked away, and I was walking around the hall, like, trying to get my head straight. And I was thinking, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's wrong with me? I ended up going to the nurses, and I said, I threw up, I need to go home. And my dad picked me up, and he was mad. He's like, why'd you fake throwing up so you could leave school? And I'm like, Dad, I had to leave. And, like, ever since then, I just kept thinking, it's gonna go away. I felt like this before, it's gonna go away, and what was a couple hours ended up to be a couple days, and then a couple days became a couple weeks, and then months, and then eventually years. And I'm gonna be 21 in a couple months, so, I've been dealing with this for a good bit of my life. I might as well just explain what I go through, and then explain something else in another video. But explaining it is very hard, but I feel like I'm not here, that I don't exist. It's hard, so very hard, to look at myself in the mirror, or even look at my hands. I look at my hands, and I feel like they're not mine. I feel like I'm in a movie, like a dream, and I'm like some shitty actress in a really fucked up, stupid play that I can't get out of. It's hard for me to focus on anything. I feel like a zombie. For the longest time, I felt like I was nuts. And then I found out, I'm not nuts. I'm not crazy. I'm not alone. I'm, like me, myself and you know, a lot of you guys, you know, were unfortunate enough to have gone through something like this, and I don't wish this on my worst fucking enemy. But, like, my focus is shit. It's hard for me to think, to remember anything. I see things weird. I feel things as if I'm high. And sometimes it can be more tolerable than others. Some days I have episodes where I just want to fucking die. Where sometimes I think death would be easier. And I hate to be negative, especially to people that might watch this. But I'm sure you guys feel the same way, like, I just want to die. If I have to feel this way for the rest of my life, I'm better off dead. And lately I've just been so sick of it. Like, I work at a dollar store. After going through that thing at school, you know, dealing with it at school and whatnot, I left and went to cyber school because I couldn't take being around kids. And, I work at a dollar store, and it is hard as hell to keep my head straight. I hate to be around people. It's so scary. Like, it is very scary. And the one thing that helps me is cigarettes. I notice that when I don't smoke, I am about 1,000,000 times worse. So I smoke as much as possible when, you know, just to do it. Because I feel as though it helps. Trying to explain it more. I just don't see things right. I feel like at points where, like, my brain's there, but only, 2% of it wants to be active, and then the rest, it's like, or I had brain surgery, and, my brain is gone, and, 2% of it's left. I was so scared to even tell anybody, that too. I was scared for fear, oh my god, if I tell anybody, they're gonna think I'm nuts. My mom's gonna put me in a fucking psych ward. What should I do? And, finally I went and told her, and I went on to get, tried to get some help, which, I'm gonna explain it more in the next video, but it didn't get me anywhere. I'm still hoping that there's something out there that can make it tolerable, or just go away. I'd rather have it go away. I don't want to deal with this at all. And I hate to be selfish and asinine like that, but I can't take it anymore. I get to the point at work where I feel like I've actually fallen into shit. I just feel like I'm gonna pass out. It's not fun. It's hard for me not to, not get emotional, because I feel like I'm fucked. Bottom line, this is never gonna go away. I'm fucked. And then a part of me is like, I'm not gonna let this take over my life. But it's hard to try to be positive. It's so fucking hard. Okay, I'm gonna end this video and start the next one.